coffee and counters. So I hope you all are doing well this glorious day. It is a little chilly out, so that's why. Okay, so I guess we're live. So just want to see what you guys are up to. So I'm doing this from our spare bedroom because my wife's sleeping still. We had 10 inches of snow here, believe it or not, in Arkansas, and so we are still trying to dig out of some stuff, and so I'm trying to do this on the tablet. If you can hear me, let me know. I don't know, like I'm trying to see if the chat is up. So if somebody could say something or just say test or something in the chat, that would be great. Oh, there you go. Okay, good morning. Hey, Paul, how are you, buddy? So it's working, so that's good. But, and then, good. And I'm glad you can hear me. I don't know if you need to see me this close, but I know you can hear me, so that's great. So what have you guys has the weather been bad where you guys are at? I know a lot of you guys live in colder weather, and you're a little more used to this than we are. But it's just been really cold. Yesterday woke up to actually about 0, and for us here in the semi-south, I call it, that's cold. So it's been a little bit of a change. But yesterday I got to play a little bit of Berlin, the Mike Ranella solo game, and that actually was a lot of fun. I actually had a really good time playing that. I think I've got the rules down pretty good now. So I'm going to be doing a playthrough of that, hopefully in the next week or so. I want to take care of that. So I've also been still working on Empire of the Sun, which is still pretty crunchy, and 10 inches of snow and ice in Valley Forge. So how close is Valley Forge to, say, Philly and stuff like that? Hey, good morning. How are you, sir? Again, it's just one of those things that we're just not used to it. And they did come and plow our street once, which is good. And you guys know I have a really big 4-wheel drive Jeep, so I can get in and out if I need to. But the good thing is my wife doesn't have to go to work today. She may have to go back tomorrow. I don't know though if they want the kids, because it's still brutally cold. I think today the high is going to be 16 or something, so that's not good. But let's go back to wargaming. I've been playing Berlin. Okay, so I thought that was the case. The only time I've ever been to Philly was, believe it or not, I had to go to the shipyards when I was in the Navy there, and that neighborhood around there was pretty darn scary. But yeah, so I got to play Berlin, and that's really a cool. I don't know if you guys have played those Revolution Mike Ranella games where basically the defense is static, but there's random defenders placed on the board, and each have different ways of defending, and there's different things that happen, and very difficult games. The first one's Stalingrad, Advance to the Volga. Then you've got Manila, the Savage Streets, and now Berlin, 1945. So I'm playing Berlin there. Look, a lot of people get frustrated because the system's it's very closely related to all the systems. That doesn't bother me. The good thing is that they're very replayable, and so I don't know who, the games are very replayable, so I truly enjoy them a lot, and I like the way the randomness is. They're very tough though. I've only beaten like Stalingrad twice and Manila once, and I probably played them each 15 times, so. Oh, okay, yeah. So I've got Stalingrad 42, and are you playing the scenarios, or are you playing the campaign? I know mine came with a couple scenarios called Little Saturn, I think it was. I just bought the 2nd edition or 3rd edition, whatever edition it is now. I need to get it on the table. That's a big board, though. There's a lot of maps and everything. You must have a pretty big table to set all that stuff up on. so we've been playing that. Still been learning Empire of the Sun, which has been a lot of fun. It's crunchy, and the mechanics are kind of totally different than what I'm used to, so it's taken me a little while to understand them as well as I probably should. I've been playing some fast drive football. I like some sports games. Okay, the counteroffensive scenario. And how many maps do you need for that? Does it use all of them? That's why I like some of like Salerno and Italy, France, a little lower counter base, so it's a little easier to set up. I'm still playing Italy. I've got Italy 43 I'm playing on Vassal and 2 full maps, okay. And then I'm playing, I've got that on Vassal. I got Italy 43 on Vassal. I'm playing Memoir 44 on Board Game Arena. I'm still trying to learn the intricacies of that game, which is much more difficult than I thought it was going to be. It's really random, which I'm not a big fan of. But it's fun. To me, it's a beer and pretzel game, and it's fun. I'm playing Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit on Vassal. I've got 3 scenarios going for that right now. Just started one with another guy from that hooked up on the Cardboard Commander Facebook group. He just reached out to me. If you guys haven't joined that, go to Cardboard Commander on Facebook and join that group for me. That would be great. I guess that's about it. I don't know what else. I think next on the table, I'm actually going to be thinking about maybe RAF. I haven't played that in a while. What new games am I looking forward to? So I have to say, you guys know I'm a big Combat Commander fan. I'm looking forward to seeing Combat Commander Vietnam. I'm looking forward to seeing how that is going to look. I've got Iron Gate, I think it's called, from VUCA. I got it coming. I finally got it on Noble Knight for a decent price. I had some credit, so it's coming. I don't know if that's the exact name for it, but I think it is. Then I've got, another one I'm looking forward to is, I don't know if you guys have heard of House Divided. It's been made by 3 or 4 different companies, Phalanx, Mayfield. I think the original designer was maybe GDW. I'm not sure exactly, but it's a area point-to-point game. Very easy, very basic game to play, but I really like House Divided, and they've got the designer edition coming out. What else am I looking forward to? Panzer Ace is going to be awesome, I think. I really like American Tank Ace and British Tank Ace. I really like those. What are you guys looking forward to seeing? I know I'm missing some. 3 Days of Gettysburg. That'll be my first big foray into that system. I don't know if I'm still on the fence. I may cancel that order just because even the simple rules are pretty crunchy, and I just don't know if I want to get into another system where I've got to spend a lot of time to try to learn it and do all that. I've got so many games that I already don't play, so I want to make sure that I'm playing the ones that I do have. And then I've got, let's see, so I think those are the ones that I'm probably looking forward to the most. I'm sure I'm missing something. I've got a few games. I know Compass is coming out with the Crete game, which I'm really looking forward to. Rebel Tide, if you've played any of the Tide series games, those are really cool. Yeah, I think that's about all I've got. I don't have a lot on pre-order because I've really tried to slow down with that a little bit. I wanted to make sure that I was actually playing the games that I had instead of just buying games and collecting's cool, but so I think we're getting some new people in here that aren't used to our nerdy war game talk on Coffee Encounters. Away team, so which one is that? Yeah, so I'm not sure what some of the, we've got, yeah. So it's just, it's one of those things that you're just kind of, I'm trying to just play the games that I have, and so I think that's where I'm trying to keep up with that. I also like, I'm going to be playing with Hexy, actually. I'm going to be playing some ASL starter kit with him, and then we're going to be playing John Butterfield design game by GMP. I need to look that up and see what that is. Away team. I like John Butterfield a lot, so I really like his games, and that's why I'm thinking about playing RAF. I wouldn't mind getting another Seminich game out. I haven't, maybe Holland. I haven't played that in a little while. I also like Normandy 44 a lot too. I like playing that game. I do have North Africa, but if you guys have seen what I've talked about there, Away Team is science fiction. Oh wow. Well, I will have to look at that. I don't have any science fiction. Well, I take that back. I have Callisto 20, I don't know. It's one of the Osprey games that I bought. And it's a solo game. It's kind of cool. I really focus more on the military history part of the games, but like I said, I've been playing some sports games too, off and on. I don't know if you guys play sports games, but I do like playing sports games. Oh, the one thing I was going to say is if you guys have looked at BGG, I was just skimming through there the other day. I was watching Ardwolf. He was talking about, I don't know, something. He was scrolling through BGG. And do you guys take the game ratings? What value do you place in those game ratings? Because I went looking through some of the games, and they are brutal to some games, and then really other games they give a huge rating to that are, to me, are so-so. So I just don't know do you guys rate your games when you play them? I do, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what value it is to do that. I keep my collection in BGG. I'm kind of on the fence with BGG from time to time. You just never know. I'll post some videos and stuff on there if it's new to the game or whatever. But I don't use it like some people do. Some people record all their games they played and they keep their records in there, and yeah, I don't have time for all that. And I can't tell you who I played 3 weeks ago, let alone 2 years ago. And Combat Commander, I do keep a little bit of a record just because it's on the ladder and it's easy to just go look and see how bad I'm getting my butt kicked over the last couple of years. I did win this week though, or this past week. The Resistance scenario, I actually played the Axis and won that, so that was pretty good. I still need to get with Christoph and play Traces of Hubris. We're going to do that on Vassal, so I'm looking forward to playing that as well. If you guys haven't played those games, the Traces of Hubris and Traces of War, really, really good games. Okay, I see your point, Paul, but when you're just looking at a game and trying to see whether you're going to like it or not and see what people's thoughts are on it, I can see that. And I go on there a lot just to, it's great for researching the show, like for the Zone of Control podcast. Oh, speaking of that, this week you guys should tune in. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to check out Away Team just to see. Like I said, it's not really my cup of tea, but I'll have to check that out and see what's going on there. But this week on the Zone of Control podcast, we're going to have Wayne Hansen. If you guys have seen some of his videos, he does a lot of solo after action reports, reviews, that sort of thing. I kind of laugh because he and our thoughts on a lot of games are not the same. Yeah, game assistance. Yeah, you're right, and I do love how, man, there are some talented people out there that do some great player aids. which are really cool to have on some of the games because you can. I know Stuka Joe's done a bunch. Speaking of the Mike Ranella series, he did the value chart on Advanced Volga because it didn't come with one, and now they put it on the game board, which is very smart. But yeah, so I do see the resource part of it. That you're right. That's good. And but yeah, so Wayne is going to be on the show this Thursday, and so that'll be kind of cool. Like I said, we differ a lot when it comes to certain aspects of wargaming. He's not a Compass Games fan. I'm a Compass Games fan. I do like Compass a lot. So you guys should tune in for that. Then we're going to have Jester on starting in February. He and I will be doing a thing called Hex and Banter, where we do a thing on the podcast. But what else have I been? Empire of the Sun. So I've been going through the comprehensive example of play, and that's helped a little bit. So I do hear there's a smaller scenario that came in a C3I magazine. I don't have that, so I'm having to do this off the big game part itself, and so I don't have these smaller scenarios, so it's a little harder for me to learn that way. Everybody says, "Oh, you should play the South Pacific scenario." I just don't have it, and I'm not buying the game just to get another scenario. It took me 15 years to get the game off the shelf and open it up already. So, Mark Herman has said he'll help me out if I have any questions. So, I'm kind of looking forward to bantering back and forth with him about some of this. Let's see, what else would I would really like to dive into the Rocket Chickamauga and a Most Fearful Sacrifice. Hey Bert, how are you doing, buddy? How's the weather up where you're at? I know we got beat up a little bit. You're a little further north than we are. But I'd like to play those Flying Pig games, Black Swan series, I think it's called. I like the card-driven. Instead of chits, they just added cards, and the game just looks really cool. You got to have a lot of space to set it up too, but there are individual scenarios you can play. So I'm really kind of looking forward to digging into that a little bit. Shoot, we got a little more than that. So, like I said, I think I measured yesterday when I was out doing the driveway, we had about 8.5, and some people say 10, and it's still, we probably still got a good, everything's covered still, so, and it's colder than heck. But, so yeah, I want to play those Civil War games. They're just beautiful. Rocket Chickamauga and Most Fearful Sacrifice. The maps and everything are just really attractive. I also want to play, I haven't had it set up in a while, but I would like to play World War One, the old SPI game. So I bought the deluxe edition. Always loved that game, and it's got the way it does combat. It uses like productivity points to take casualties and that sort of thing. Really an ingenious system, and it was a magazine game, a folio game at the beginning, and so it was real easy to play and pick up. So I want to play that a little more too. What else we got going on? Oh, I do have. I really like some Ben Madison games. Kaiser Craig. I need to get that back on the table too. That's easy to play, and you can play it quick. And it's small enough you can leave it set up and not have to worry about it. Smaller, do not require much time or space. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I just like the look of it, and the rule book's really nice, and the way the player aids are, it looks really good. Yeah, and that's where I was there, buddy. Principal, I did the same thing. As man, you look at GBACW and the Great Civil War. Those series that's a commitment, and like I said, I do have 3 days of Gettysburg on pre-order from GMT, but I'm really tempted to back out of that. I just don't know how much I would really play that game. It's a great price, $63 to So it's a good price. I could turn around and sell it, I'm sure, for that. But I don't even know if I want to waste my time. I know Hexy and Wardrobe and those guys all play it. They love it. Even with the simplified rules, I'd like to see a copy of the simplified rules. I'm hoping they put those out before the game comes out, because then I might take the plunge if that's the case and the game looks like it's playable. Hexy says the simplified rules do not take away from gameplay. So we'll see what that looks like. I do have Ukraine. That's the last 40 series game I need to have for my collection. I'll have them all after that. I do have North Africa. I've never played it. Are you guys North Africa fans? I'm not a real big fan of the North Africa campaign for some reason. I should probably do a show on favorite campaigns, because I'm a big Market Garden fan. Anything to do with Crete. I love paratroop stuff like that. Normandy, you gotta, but a lot of games, I think sometimes they slow the game down by the invasion part of it, where a lot of games I think should just start already on the beach and kind of go forward, but that's just my preference. I don't mind invading, but it's just, to me, it's a little tedious in some games. But let's see what else. Yeah, and the other thing too that I'm looking forward to doing is diving deep into games and playing them for a little while. Like, instead of just playing a game for one playthrough and then putting it on the channel and moving on, I want to really play it, 2, 3, 4 times, just to see how that would work. And you can really tell the sun is coming out from the snow behind us, because the lighting is getting much better from the window I'm sitting in front of. I hope the audio is not too awful. I'm just on my tablet, so I didn't even know if this would work this morning, but I knew I didn't want to do my production from out there, because it would wake her up. And since she's off today because of school being closed, I didn't want to interrupt her and do that. I also like to, I'm looking at some of the, Revolution Games sells them. There's another Civil War series, Vicksburg, and they're supposed to be smaller. I forgot what the name of them. It's not Black. There's another name. Try dedicating a whole month to playing just one game. Yeah, that would be that's kind of where I'm at, and I'd like to be able to play it enough to where, and that's why I did the AAR challenge on Blind Swords. There you go. Thanks, Bert. I did the AAR challenge on the Cardboard Commander Facebook group, just because then 6 AARs for the year, you can have the game set up for a while, you can do your thing, and you don't have to worry about snow days are the best part of winter when you worry. And that's true. And we don't get a lot of them here in Arkansas. So she was they had canceled school even before the snow hit. They canceled school for Monday because of how cold it was going to be. I live in the northwest corner, which is pretty populated, but there's a lot of rural kids that still come into school, and they have to stand at bus stops and that sort of thing, and it's just too cold to do that right now. But so I'm looking at the Blind Swords series as well, but I think I'm going to just stick with what I got so far. Like I said, I've got a few things on pre-order, but nothing crazy. What are you guys looking forward to seeing that's new? Have you guys, another game I've been looking at is that Dunkirk. I don't know if anybody's played that. Oh, you live up in Tulsa. I didn't. So you know what? We're pretty darn close. We get to Tulsa fairly often. We should hook up and play. We can play something. We could drive halfway in the middle and meet someplace and play. Or you could come over here. Like I said, we're less than couple hours away, and we could just spend the day gaming. That would be great. And so shoot me a DM if you're interested. That'd be a lot of fun. I'm always looking to play face to face if I can. It's so hard to find in this area. It's really hard to find face to face opponents. I know some of you are fortunate enough to have really nice game stores around that you can play. And then, well, we used to have that. I know Kansas City's got a couple board game cafes, which are really nice. I wish we had something like that here. We have a couple places, like there's a couple coffee shops that we can play at that they're pretty lenient on, space and stuff that they let us hang out at, but it's not dedicated for gaming. Um, let's see what else. The Dunkirk is what I was talking about. The game, that solo game. I've been seeing some replays on that. I don't know if I want to buy it or not, but it looks cool. It looks kind of cool, so I've been thinking about that. But again, I should just probably play everything I have because I've still got lots of titles here that I haven't even, dove into and played a lot. So I should probably just jump in and do those more. RAF, I love that game. I really should. And I've got the new deluxe version finally. Finally got it for a decent price, so I'm gonna set that up. I actually sold my original copy because again, I didn't need two copies of the same game. I don't, trying to purge and keep things at a decent level. I've got a couple magazine games I need to play. I need to get those set up and play those. I haven't done that. I'd like to play some Jeff Davis too. That's another Ben Madison game. We need to get you to KC. Yeah, so I do like, if I was going to play a coin game, Fire in the Lake would be the coin game that I would like to play. I've also heard it's the most difficult, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. But, it just, one of those things that, I wouldn't mind playing. I'm hoping in February I'll be up there for the ASL weekend that the KC ASL club puts on up there. So maybe I can come up a day early or something and play. We can train you. Well, that'd be great, Bert. Yeah, I've downloaded the rules and read the rules. But again, I played one semi-coin game, Adjusted Robin Hood with Gesture, but Fire in the Lake looks really good. Your blind sword until you crave more detail. And then, yeah, I think you're probably right, Paul. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. You're a smart man, and I think that's what I'll do is probably just focus on what I have. And I watch Hexy and those guys play some GBACW, and man, it just, I don't know if I want to get all into that. But yep, you're right. I think I'll just continue playing, Rock and Chickamauga and that. I also wanted to say I'm very absolutely. Let's get together. Yep, I'll do it, Bert. I'll reach out to you. Like I said, maybe I can come up a day early, and we can play. I used to have some friends I stayed with in Kansas City, so it made it really nice that they weren't wargaming friends, but they just let me sleep there, so I could go and game all day, and then when I come back, I'd stay there, so it just cut down on the cost. Hotel rooms, I'm a cheap dude sometimes, and hotel costs can get pretty crazy, especially if you're not sharing or something like that. I don't mind sharing. Like I go to conventions, I don't mind sharing a room with somebody. But yeah, speaking of conventions, are you guys going to any? I've looked at the Consim World Expo in Dallas. I think it's in May. I may be able to do that. That's like 5 hours away, and I think I could probably stay with some friends in Dallas. I used to live there for years. Excuse me. I could probably, and then I would like to do the Histicon in San Diego would be cool too. Oh, nice, Bert. Well, I may take you up on that, buddy. And like I said, that would be cool. Maybe we can, let's talk about that. We can. I would love to get in a gaming thing. Maybe we could do that where we play a couple games. I know you'd like to play stuff that I like to play as well, so that's cool. No, I haven't played. So the Europa games were kind of like when I was growing up. One thing I loved about them is the old box covers were amazing, and but I've never played. I hear they're coming out with another whole like a remake of them. I was watching Aardwolf or something. If I got the game system right, I think that's the one he was talking about was maybe going to be redone. Which would be, I don't know, that would be kind of interesting. Just kind of go back into, it's kind of funny. Aardwolf hit something that a lot of people go, oh, it'd be cool to see a remake of whatever game it is, right? Maybe a Kento Panzer or something. But then a couple people mentioned that maybe it's just either reminiscing of back in the time when you were playing that. It's like people who go, oh, I'd like to have the original squad leader, and those of us who I started playing war games because of squad leader. I could see where that comes into play, but then you look at new ASL, and new ASL is so much better than the old one. Europa games were like, yeah, yeah. So that's the way I was, Paul, with Europa. Is they look cool, and I'll be honest with you, I've never seen one even set up. I've never even seen a game being played. Um, the idea of having some of these monster games, I do like seeing some of them set up and being played. But again, who legitimately has all that room? And so, but yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing what they do with Europa. That's going to be kind of cool, I think. So, well, everybody, we've been on here for a little over 30 minutes. We've had about 20 people in here, so I really want to thank you guys for supporting Coffee Encounters, where we just have a conversation, just banter about anything and everything, not really structured. I appreciate you guys putting up with my tablet and my audio, but hopefully it's not too bad. And yeah, I guess that's it. Hey, don't forget to go to cardboardcommander.com, go to Cardboard Commander on Facebook, and don't forget to tune into Zone of Control podcast with Wayne this week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, all right, Bert, I will keep in touch, and you guys take it easy. And until next time, everybody, we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Yeah, me too, Principal. Thank you.